What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another review. Finally, here it is, guys. Today I'm going to be reviewing the sequel that is celebrating the 50th anniversary of this franchise, and that is Star Trek Beyond. This movie is not directed by J.J. Abrams. It is now directed by Justin Lin, who directed the best Fast and Furious movies. And this movie stars a lot of actors, returning ones and some new ones, and there's really no point in me saying all of them. You guys know who they are, and I'm not going to waste your guys' time. Let's start with this review. So the plot to Star Trek Beyond is you got the Enterprise crew going on this mission to this planet until this weird alien race crash lands and destroys the Enterprise ship. And then they crash land on this weird planet, and they're all separated from each other. They're all in the grasp of this evil big alien named Krall, played by Idris Elba, who is after this very small object on the Enterprise ship, and he thinks the Enterprise have something to do with it, and this guy will kill every single member of the crew just to get this object. So yeah, he's one bad mofo and they gotta stop him. Now I must say, guys, I am not a huge fan of the Star Trek franchise. I've just never been into it. I've been more into Star Wars, but going into this movie, I had some high hopes for it. The main thing that I was concerned about is if Justin Lin could direct these movies as well as J.J. Abrams did. I had a fun time with the first two reboots, and now I was a lot more excited and hopeful with this movie. And what did I think of this movie, guys? I was so blown away by this movie. This movie was fantastic. It was a lot better than I was expecting it to be, coming from not a Star Trek fan. So, let's get straight into the positives, guys, because there are a lot. Chris Pine was fantastic as Captain James T. Kirk. He really has now evolved into this character, and he has a lot of charisma. He's very confident, and he does a great job as a leader a lot in this movie. And Chris Pine is just a likable guy on the screen, and I just love him portraying Captain Kirk. I also really love Zachary Quinto as Spock. He does a fantastic job portraying him. He has to live up to the standards of the legend Leonard Nimoy, and he does it so great. And he has a lot of great chemistry with Kirk and the rest of the crew, and Zachary Quinto just does another fantastic job. Karl Urban is extremely likable as Bones. He's great, he's very funny, full of charisma, and he's just a great actor in general. I love Karl Urban. He kills it as Bones. Zoe Saldana is fantastic as Uhura. Simon Pegg, wow, he is really funny as Scotty. He brings a lot of funny lines, and Simon Pegg is a screenwriter in this movie. His screenplay was fantastic, and I love his character. You have two new additions to this cast, and they are Sofia Boutella as Jayla. And watching the trailers, I thought she really wasn't going to be that entertaining. But man, she was a badass in this movie. I loved her in the action sequences. I loved her chemistry with the other characters. And she brought a lot of great comedic lines in this movie. And she really was good. But guys, the highlight for me was definitely Idris Elba as the villain, Krall. Man, he is a badass villain. I loved his voice in this movie. It's very dark, intimidating, and menacing. And Idris Elba just plays great villains like Shere Khan in the Jungle Book. And now with Star Trek. Man, Idris Elba is killing it in 2016. He is kind of confusing at times, but that didn't take out my enjoyment of his character. I think he killed it. The action sequences in this movie are fantastic, and Justin Lin, with directing the Fast and Furious movies, definitely incorporated them into this movie, and they were extremely entertaining to watch and extremely badass. Also, the visual effects in this movie are amazing. And if you watch this in IMAX 3D, you will be blown away. The Enterprise looked beautiful, and the visuals look so realistic. And another thing that I have to praise, guys, this movie pays a lot of respect to the older generation of Star Trek. And I must add, this is not a spoiler, guys, it's a real life thing. This movie pays a fantastic tribute to Leonard Nimoy and Anton Yelchin, who both of these guys have passed away due to events. And I just really have to commend this movie for that, paying respect to those legends. It was great. I would say the only gripe I had with this movie is that I really didn't enjoy the first half. It was a little slow and dull. They're introducing a lot of things, and it takes a little bit of time to really get the movie going, and then it gets extremely fast-paced. I'm just saying the first act was slow, and I really didn't enjoy it as much. But looking past that little gripe, this movie was still fantastic. It blew me away. I enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun. Great performances, great action, great visuals, and great respect to the Star Trek franchise. Guys, definitely go see Star Trek Beyond. It'll definitely impress you. On my rating scale, I'm going to give Star Trek Beyond a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I don't think it's a perfect movie. Just the first act was slow, but it is still great. Alright guys, that was my review for Star Trek Beyond. What were your guys' thoughts on this movie? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you guys as always for watching this review, and if you guys liked it, give it a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe today for more content. All my social media links are in the description down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!